up one. So, all right, so Tex is walking over. Let me go ahead and pan around and show you him. He's gonna go ahead and walk on over. Okay, he's gonna run on over. He's just gonna run on over. He would run, but he's trying to save his energy because, guys, everyone knows that if it's just one woman you're trying to entertain, we'll just say entertain, yeah, you could run on over. You just run right on over. But if you're trying to entertain two women, you might want to mosey on over. Save your energy. That's kind of a joke. We need to give these girls some names, y'all. We need to give these girls some names. I will just call the black one right there Jezebel. I will just call her Jezebel. Oh boy. Nope, here comes Santiana and Charlene, and they're gonna make sure that Jezebel knows her place. How about Jezebel and Marilyn? Oh, that sounds good. Oh, Marilyn right there. Marilyn Monroe and Jezebel. I can't, yeah, home wreckers, y'all. Go on, Jezebel. Go on, Marilyn. The only problem with that is Jamie's grandmother's named Marilyn. Yes, Jamie's grandmother is named Marilyn. I hope that she knows that's not where I'm going with this. Morning, folks. Lester here. Yes, I am wearing my Arms Family Homestead shirt today. So just in case things don't go right with letting these cows out, you know, we're running a band camp here now, right? We're doing a bovine band camp. We got a couple of heifers there in the barn, and they've been wanting to get out, and they're all ready to mingle, y'all. They want to mingle it up with, well, with Tex over here. And listen, I don't know how things are going to go, so just in case things go horribly wrong, I'm just going to mute my video, voice it over. I'll become Daniel Arms in my video. Let me show y'all how this is going to work.
Well, hey there, I am Daniel at Arms Family Homestead. See, the shirt says it right there, Arms Family Homestead. And that's who I am, Daniel Arms, and don't forget it. If you have any problems with this video, you can contact me at Daniel Arms. I'm right here in Sulphur, Oklahoma. And listen to me, there'll be nothing go wrong, because nothing goes wrong in my videos. I am perfect. Everything I do is right. Everyone knows it's right. I know what I'm doing. Anyway, I got some cows out. I'm going to let some cows out and hang out with my bull. And I can promise you that nothing's going to go wrong. If it is, I am Daniel Arms at Arms Family Homestead. And do not forget it, that you can address all your concerns to Daniel Arms, Arms Family Homestead, like my shirt says.
All right, so the plan is pretty simple. I'm going to bring out some feed this morning and put some feed here along the grass. Hopefully the birds, the cows, and the horses and donkey here will all begin to kind of eat amongst this area of the pasture. And that will allow me to walk over and let the little heifers out. Once I let the heifers out, now at that point, the horses will be able to, they'll care less. They'll stay right here eating. They're not gonna run over and start doing any kind of harassment. The birds will stay right here also. Now, it is possible that Tex and Santiana will prefer to go visit the new bovine instead of eating their grains, and that will be fine. What I'd rather have is Tex and Santiana over there than the entire crew. We don't want the entire crew over. So we're gonna go and feed up first before we make our way over. All right, so that should buy me a little bit of time. I did spread enough grain to where the cows, horses, and the birds could all have some, so they won't bother me. I also got their water filling up, so let's go release us some heifers, huh? All right, I just drove the entire perimeter of all my fences to make sure everything's intact. There's no wire being pushed down, because the last thing that we want are for these babies to escape. I need to probably stop calling them babies and calves. Listen, they're not calves, they're not babies. These are already almost 3-year-old heifers. And sometimes when you call them babies and calves and stuff, you give people the wrong idea. But these are very mature heifers. And we're gonna stop here and talk a little bit about it while I let them out and about. I'm gonna leave the four-wheeler running in case I need to jump on it and go fast. All right, that is the official gate opening, and Band Camp 2023 has begun. Now, like I said, we're not sure exactly what's going to happen here, so we're going to keep our eye open and watch. They could be scared, and I'm sure they are. Right now is the first time they've had a chance to taste freedom. They've been cooped up overnight. We've given them food, water, and hay, and right now they're going to go out and just kind of do a little look about and see what's what and who's who. I'm certainly going to check out all my fences. All right, so Santana and Tex have now spotted the cows. They're making contact. The birds are all on high alert, making sure they know that they're in a new level of threat, guys. They've upped it to a new level of threat. A threat level has upped one. So, all right, so Tex is walking over. Let me go ahead and pan around and show you him. He's gonna go ahead and walk on over. Okay, he's gonna run on over. He's just gonna run on over. He would run, but he's trying to save his energy because, guys, everyone knows that if it's just one woman you're trying to entertain, we'll just say entertain, yeah, you can run on over. You just run right on over. But if you're trying to entertain two women, you might want to mosey on over. Save your energy. That's kind of a joke. Hope you find humor in that. All right, he's decided to go ahead and run on over because running just sounds more who he is. He doesn't want to be known as the kind of bull who needs to take his time and conserve his energy. They're going to go around back behind our Dixieland. Now, I don't really know what's going on back there. Okay, here they come out the other side. We need to give these girls some names, y'all. We need to give these girls some names. I will just call the black one right there Jezebel. I will just call her Jezebel. Oh boy. Nope, here comes Santana and Charlene, and they're gonna make sure that Jezebel knows her place. How about Jezebel and Marilyn? Oh, that sounds good. Oh, Marilyn right there. Marilyn Monroe and Jezebel. I can't, yeah, home wreckers, y'all. Go on, Jezebel. Go on, Marilyn. The only problem with that is Jamie's grandmother's named Marilyn. Yes, Jamie's grandmother is named Marilyn. I hope that she knows that's not where I'm going with this. All right, so Santana is walking right past me, but I can't take my eyes off Tex. So I was right with what I did. I went ahead and made that large perimeter around the entire 10 acres and checked all my fencing, because what's going on right now is they might be a little bit scared, a little bit nervous, and they're going to test all of the fencing to see if they can get out somewhere. So I'm happy to say that all my fencing is in great shape. I am going to walk around with them and just kind of keep a close eye as they make their way around the pasture. Woo! And they're making their way right there with Tex. Oh no, Charlene! Charlene! Baby, you stay out of that! Charlene's like, Daddy, don't do it. You're gonna hurt Mama's feelings, Daddy. You're gonna hurt my mama. No one's gonna hurt my mama. Poor kids. Kids are always the one who get caught up in all this drama. All right, they've gone on down the hill. I'm gonna keep my distance, but let's get on the four-wheeler and follow. What I'm gonna do is close this barn gate. What I don't want is them to get pushed through the barn and end up getting someone hurt. So we're gonna keep them in the open. Keep them out in the open. There, we'll keep them out in the open. You gotta think about everything, y'all. You have to think about everything. All right, y'all give me a couple of seconds to get over there, huh? I wanna ride, y'all wanna ride with me? I'm gonna keep my distance over here. I don't want to impose. All right, so it's going to be hard for a lot of folks to tell the difference between who's Santana and who's Maryland, because they look a lot alike. That's Maryland going over there. There goes Jezebel. Jezebel will be easy. Jezebel's like, hello, good looking. And then Santana's like, I done told you about that. I done told you. I done told you, stay away from him. Oh, Santana, that's... I know y'all want the four-wheeler off, but I need to keep it on so I can drive fast if I need to. What you don't want to have is anyone start pushing into fences and all of that nonsense, and you don't really know what to expect here. Charlene, you need to get Charlene. I know what y'all are saying. Lester, you should get Charlene out of there. You should get her out of there. Y'all, how many times have you picked up the kids and threw them in the car and chased off after daddy? Chased off after their daddy because you're mad. And you want to use those kids as reminders. Uh-oh. Now, this is kind of dangerous because we got a drop-off over here. I hope that they're all paying attention to where they're at. Go, Charlene, slow down. There's a drop-off right there, Jezebel. You better stay close to... Oh, my gosh. This is a dangerous spot over here because there's that drop-off. And we don't want anyone going over the drop-off. It's not worth that. Listen, a lot of people, a lot of folks, and man, there were so many questions. I think you have more questions than I can give answers to. But a lot of people want to know about price and how much it takes for boarding and how much feed and grain and how long will they be here. And so let me explain a couple of things while we're watching. As far as the amount of time that they're here, it should never be more than 21 days. A cow comes in heat every 21 days. That's how their cycles run. And so I don't know where they're at along their cycle right now, but here's what I will say. And I'm sorry if this comes out as crude, but a lot of times the right man can put the heifer into heat. Yes, ladies, I know that sounds a little strange, but the right bull, let me just say bull, the right bull, if chemistry is right, can send the heifer, put the heifer into heat, especially younger heifers who've never been bred before. There goes Jamie and her mom heading off somewhere. I'm sure they're getting an eyeful. So I'm not sure exactly where the girls are at now with their cycles. But I do know that they've come into heat a couple of times over the course of the last few months. Mr. Ricky and Miss Laura, they were telling me that they also have minis. And they were telling me that the minis, their mini bull, which is funny, was trying to get in there and mess around with them last time they were in heat, and they didn't want to have to deal with all that riffraff again, because when one of these heifers come in heat, it really does disrupt the entire farm. If you don't have a management system in place, it really can disrupt the entire farm. And so we're not videoing right now just to catch the act. A lot of y'all have no interest in seeing the act, and that's fine. But I will remind you again, you are more than welcome to leave the video anytime you find distaste or an uncomfortableness. I would never want you to think that you have to keep watching. And as I speak, I know there are folks now who are upset with the fact that Charlene and Santana are right there. They're upset that Tex is given the freedom to hang out with a couple of other ladies. There are so many things that people can find to be upset about, but I'm telling you that this is band camp. This is Longhorn Lester has opened his very own band camp for Tex. Santiana is his lady, his wife, if you will, and Charlene is his daughter. But Tex is able to, on occasion, have friends come by just for visits. And so that shouldn't be such a huge shocker to people who are farm people. If you know about farm life, you know that this is what happens. Now, there's other means we talked about in yesterday's video. There are other ways you could artificially inseminate, but that requires a very expensive process. It requires you to have, well, if you've seen Yellowstone, if you watch Yellowstone, you see how they draw the specimen, the sperm, from the stallions, and then it has to, you got to have facilities set up, guys. You got to have facilities, and listen, there ain't no way anybody is going to draw any specimen from Tex. I do not volunteer for that job, okay? And I doubt any of y'all would want to either. So there's also, I would say 10 times more farms do it the old-fashioned way, just like this. You join a network. They're up there by the hay now, which is kind of cute. You join a network. Let's just say it's like similar to Facebook, where everyone on the page is connected. They have a common interest, a common goal. And in this case, it's registered Longhorns. And so at some point, you reach out to your people who are in your network and you let them know what services you can offer or what you provide. Or sometimes you reach out for things that you might need. There's forums for advice. There's genealogies. There's you can do all of your registration through there. It's a really neat thing to have. So as of right now, it's been about 30 minutes here that they've had to hang out in the pasture. I've watched the entire time, and they've made several circles, several passes around and around. Tex is not showing any interest as of right now as far as the actual act. He's doing a lot of smelling, a lot of sniffing, a lot of rubbing up against them. He's also doing things that bulls do to try to show off a little bit. He's wrestling with limbs. He's scratching his horns on trees. He's doing, okay, so he is doing a lot of smelling. But what that tells me is that neither one of the cows are in heat at the moment. If they were in heat at the moment, Tex would be go ahead and going to the next step. Third base or fourth base, home run. I don't know what y'all call it. I never learned the bases. I never learned all that bases jargon. I don't know what first base is, second base. Anyway, so come on, someone fill me in. Let's make this interesting. Someone tell me, what does first base mean? Is that like just getting a kiss? And if that's first base, what is second base? And then what is third base? Seriously, I don't know what you mean by that. I'm trying to imagine a baseball field and the diamond, and I just don't know. Where do you bat from? Where do you bat? So where's home? And if you make a home run, I mean, I get what that probably means, but like, is there an order? Do you have to run bases in order? Have y'all ever thought about that? Seriously, everyone wants to talk about bases in the dating scene, and oh yeah, we got the third base, or he got the second base. What the hell does that mean? No one knows. No one knows. That makes no sense unless you can literally draw a diagram and show us what it means. Because if you run bases the way a baseball diamond looks, seriously, where is your home? Where's home base, y'all? Where's home base? I think I know where home base is, if it makes logical sense of everything. but that means you probably don't run bases in order. I don't think. But hey, to each his own. But I would say as of right now, Tex is, we're not talking baseball, we're just talking about real life. And he is showing equal attention to both ladies. I think that he has spent a little more time around Marilyn. That would be the white cow. Less time with Jezebel. Jezebel seems more interested in walking my fences, looking for a way out. God forbid she finds one. That would be horrible, because I don't know these cows and they're never going to come to my call. It will take a week or two to get them to... All right, we're going to go ahead and leave them for a little bit, friends. I will stay close and I'll bring you anything else that happens of interest.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.